All around the world, governments are facing complex problems, such as homelessness, climate change, improving education outcomes in developing countries, or making sure that we can all access good quality health services. The Government Outcomes Lab is investigating how governments can partner with the private and social sectors to improve social outcomes. Social impact bonds are one specific type of outcome-based contract. We understand them as projects where the initial capital is provided by a third party, and the repayment of this investment is tied to the achievement of a set of pre-agreed outcome metrics. In impact bonds, we usually find an investor who is providing upfront capital, a service provider who is delivering a service, and an outcome payer who is paying for the outcomes that are achieved after this project. Our impact bond dataset is a comprehensive source of open data on impact bond projects. We also collect data on organizations and outcomes funds, but this video is only about our data on projects. We want to help you get the most of this resource and use it for your own work. The most distinctive feature of this page are our INDIGO maps. You can zoom in and zoom out using these buttons on your left. The default map shows a pin in every location where an impact bond is delivering a service. If you are interested in counting projects, you can use our choropleth map. Click on the Projects per Country button on your right, hover over, and click on a particular country. You will see how many projects they have. Our filters are another useful feature of our dataset. If you are a practitioner working on employment projects, you may want to see a list of impact bond projects where employment is the primary policy sector. If you click on Reset, filters will disappear and you will go back to the entire dataset. You can also use 2 or more filters at the same time. Look, I selected all the complete projects, and now I want to see how many complete projects fall under the label of homelessness. Every time you use a filter, you create a subset of data, and then the map and the data visualizations below start working with this subset and not the whole dataset. So let's imagine that we are only interested in education projects. Right under the map, you will find a set of visualizations that will give you a quick insight on the state of education impact bonds. Our project timelines show the difference between the length of the impact bond from the signature of the contract until the last outcome payment and the length of service delivery. Now let's imagine that we only want to see education projects in India. Our network map presents the network of organizations working on education in this country. Each blue dot is a project, pink dots are commissioners or outcome payers, green dots are investors, and yellow dots are service providers. We paint intermediary organizations in light blue. If you are interested in one particular project, there is an easy way to access even more data. Under the map and data visualizations, you will find the project listing. If you click here, you will be taken to the profile of this project. This is just an overview of the basic data on this impact bond. You will see data on stage of development, policy sector, dates, capital raised, location, outcome metrics, and involved organizations. Below this summary, you can find some relevant documents, such as a case study or an evaluation report. If you still want to access more granular data, you can click on Download Spreadsheet of all data here. If you are a researcher, you might be considering running some analysis on this dataset. Right on top of your map, you can click on Download Data. If you click on Project List in CSV, you will get a CSV file with the basic data on all projects. This could be useful to run some initial analysis. You can also download all our data as CSV files per data type. If you click here, you will get a zip folder with one CSV file per data type. The zip file looks like this. It is possible that you will need to cross-reference data between two files, so you should pay special attention to the project IDs. Finally, if you are a data expert, you can call the public API and get all the data as JSON files. We want to acknowledge that this is the product of many collaborations. The only way to keep this data up to date is that you keep sharing it with us. If you are working on an impact bond project, please consider sharing data with us or updating the data that we already have here. Sharing data with us is easy. Right on top of our INDIGO maps, you can click on Share Data. This page will take you to a simple form that you can complete and send through.